Well, it's a beautiful day here at Hollywood Bet Kenilworth. It is Lormeron's King's Plate Day, and a warm welcome to our SABC3 viewers. It's been an absolute humdinger so far. The weather is absolutely spotless, and we've got a magnificent crowd. They're all sporting the theme as well. The blue and white, it's evident absolutely everywhere, and everyone's having a really good time as well. We've had a few guests coming through. We've had now 4 races. We're moving on to race number 5, which is a Group 2 contest, which is also exceptionally competitive. But it's my pleasure to introduce a wonderful international guest, and that's trainer John Gosden. John, thanks very much for joining us, and welcome to South Africa. There's your microphone there, which you just need to utilize. But yeah, lovely to have you here.
Well, it's great to be here. I mean, first of all, it's ice and snow at home, but to be back at Kenilworth, I haven't been here for 6 years. It's a revelation. The amount of work and the improvements here. It's a fantastic atmosphere, and you know, for the King's Plate, what a day to be here in this weather.
Well, I'll tell you what, they've done a lot of work here. Obviously, the infrastructure's changed considerably, and they've made it a really nice place to come racing to. But let's talk about, obviously, your relationship with South Africans. It goes back to Graham Beck, Laurie Jaffe days many years ago.
Yes, I was training in California in the 1980s, and Graham Beck, Laurie Jaffe, Des Scott, that team, they would buy some horses and send them across to Charlie Whittingham and I tell you, they were top-class horses. They would race at the highest level in California. They were quite naughty boys. They had a lot of fun when they came to Los Angeles, but probably the less said about that, the better. And but they proved straight away that the South African thoroughbred can match the best there in America. And I think it's exciting now with the changing quarantine rules with the European Union that we can see more flow of a horse between South Africa and Northern Hemisphere into Europe, because there's some really good stock here, and it'd be nice if we could enhance that situation.
Well, I'll tell you what, you've been around for many years as a trainer. I think you're over 3,000 winners now. I know you've won the Breeders' Cup Classic, the Arc, the Derby. You've got all the big races here. We would love you one day to be able to imagine raiding down here and winning the Lormeron's King's Plate.
Well, it would be wonderful, you know, because first of all, you're going to get a lovely warm welcome in a fabulous city with incredible, so much to see around, obviously around Cape Town. And South Africa is such a huge, beautiful country in its own every way. So, yeah, I think it would be nice to go and have a few horses down here and race down here.
Well, I think obviously with the success that Gaynor had, along with Hollywood Bets, with sending a couple of runners to the Breeders' Cup recently as well, and showing that the horses are competitive and actually can compete, I think we might see a few more South African thoroughbreds go globetrotting.
I think so, and having seen the quality of stock and the stallions, and and they train and they race on proper conditions. You know, a lot of speed, a lot of talent there, and I think you can see how Japanese racing has gone to really to the zenith now, and there's no reason why the racing here, the right investment and the bloodlines mixing, won't do the same.
And the day itself, you racing with Gaynor and the Herbert Baker, absolutely spectacular.
Yeah, it's very spoiling in there, I must say. I'm going to have a good walk around there and have a look later, but the key thing is to pace yourself through the day. There's a lot of races, so we don't want to get ahead of ourselves.
Absolutely. John, thanks very much for joining us. We certainly wish you have a most enjoyable day. Have you got a few more days left in sunny Cape Town?
We have indeed, but we're here another 5 days, so I'm very much enjoying it.
Fantastic. Well, lovely to have you here, and thank you very much for the support.
Thank you.
Brilliant. Lovely to have John Gosden here with us as well. But now, matters at hand. Obviously, it's the big one. It is the Lormeron's King's Plate. It's one of the greatest weight for age races we have here. And Alistair Cohen takes some time to take us through the history.